was the first time I played at one of these nerdy type festivals solo for a long time. If you're referring to that. The last time I played solo at one of these events was 2012, I think.
Was that when you fell off?
No, I never fell off the stage. And don't remind me of that right before I play, because then I won't move and you won't get a good show. And I'll be reminded of the fucking hospital.
2012 was when you levitated.
Or not.
Due to my personal rule of never listening to a thing you say, I didn't hear you. Can you repeat that again? I'll try to listen this time.
2012 was when you levitated.
2012 is when I levitated, that's right. It was a good time. Fuck the bullshit. You guys are here, let's start. Hi everybody. Hi everybody, my name's Marc With A C. This is the very secret show on Marc With A Stage C. You see what we did there? They named it for me. I'm gonna open with this tune, then we're gonna see where the mood takes us. I'm gonna be up here for about 35 minutes, so don't worry, you won't miss anyone but Richie Branson. And really, if you don't like what I do, well, you can go see Richie Branson because he's really good too. And I feel kind of bad that I'm sharing stage time with him, man. But I'm happy that you're all here. I'm happy in advance to sing for you. Thanks so much for coming to this little bitty gig. Breaking all the rules, fucking shit up old school. I work down at the car wash, I drink each day at work. A few shots of black velvet, and I get the cars all wet. I'm the drummer in a local cover band. My mom wants me to move out of her garage this year, but she don't understand that I make the audience cheer. Rockin', rockin', motherfucking roll. Hoist your beers in the air. I don't mind Freebird for the encore. Let's do the time warp again. Our group is named and she loves slaves and heat. And we don't do drum solos, but that wasn't up to me. I think our singer is a genius in disguise. We've been at it since discussing Kiss back in junior high. And he's just like Jim Morrison with a beer gut to match. He sings just like Axl Rose. Watch the audience clap when he says rock and motherfucking roll. Hoist your beers in the air. I don't mind Freebird for the encore. Let's do the time warp again. I like it, yeah. Feel free to sing along, even if it's not my song. Huh? I already sang that. Shit, Henry Rollins once said that there's nothing sadder than a 40-year-old drummer in a local cover band. But nowadays all Hank can only sell his records to aging punkers that still sport their black tattoos. Who won't admit that now their tattoos are looking pretty dumb. Cause whenever we play Skinner, all the hipsters sing along. They sing rockin', motherfucking roll. They hoist their beers in the air. I don't mind Freebird for the encore. Let's do the time warp again. Now I thought about settling down and meeting a nice gal, but she won't understand all of my journey decals. And the drumsticks that I once had signed by Mr. Peter Criss. I'm not looking for Miss Right, but right now I'll take a near miss. Cause things get pretty lonely here in my mom's garage. And drunk classic rock fans, they only take a man so far. So rock and motherfucking roll. Hoist your beers in the air. Oh my God, when did I get so old? Well, fuck it, let's do the time warp again. Let's do the time warp again. Yeah, yeah. Let's do the time north again. So a lot's changed since I played solo shows at a nerd festival. One is that I quit smoking using this sonic screwdriver. Turns out all you have to do to quit smoking is be the doctor. So here's how I thought this would run now that I played that first song. Yesterday, I played a loud set on that stage with my band, The Expansion Pack, and that was cool and all. Oh, thanks. And but there's a lot of songs we can't fit in, and I know that some of you come from very far away, and you want to hear certain songs, and I don't always get to play them. So here's how this is going to work. Number one, songs that I played yesterday are not eligible. Number two, if you see me often in Orlando, it's not that your vote doesn't count, it's just that it's not nearly as fucking important right now. So I would like to take some requests from folks that maybe came from not Orlando, and then if those run real dry, no, don't worry, we might make it nice and even towards the end. Just shout them the fuck out. I can't hear you. So yeah, let's do that. We'll just, what did you say?
If these walls can talk.
Shit! All right. So guys, yeah, we can do that one. All right. So here's the first request. You didn't know that you were getting an all request Marc With A C show, did you? Well, that's what you're getting. So let me tell you a little backstory on this, because not a lot of people know what the deal with this song is. I used to, I've always had problems sleeping, and I tried a lot of various manners of getting to sleep, and one of those was actually nightly I would watch the Star Wars holiday special. Not because it was boring, I found it really intriguing, but since I was truly enjoying it, I felt like the last man on earth, and there was nothing more peaceful than that feeling. Like, you could go to bed easy as the Omega Man, because you know you got nothing to worry about in the morning. So I was watching the Star Wars holiday special for roughly the 350th time, and then it finally dawned on me that nobody fucking talks for the first 18 minutes of that special. It's just the Wookiees grunting. That's it, just and through their body movement, like, you can figure out what the hell they're saying to each other. And anyways, beyond that, I was having some emotional struggles, so I put that together and wrote this song called If These Walls Could Talk, They'd Probably Have Nothing Much to Say. Well, I can hear the words you never say. You can hear me never taking blame. The laundry's in the washer, the beer is in the fridge, but cleaning up does not include admitting what you did. I'm chewing on this pen and spitting out the pieces of plastic accumulating in my mouth. My nervous tics and sleeplessness have kept me up for days. If these walls could talk, they probably would have nothing much to say. Well, I'm sweating to the point of losing salt. My head is a receptacle for secrets and insults. Your mother is an atheist, and she's alive a day. We hide behind opinions, but we all want to get paid. I'm chewing on this pen and spitting out the pieces of plastic accumulating in my mouth. My nervous tics and sleeplessness have kept me up for days. If these walls could talk, they probably would have nothing much to say. So let's pretend there's nothing wrong. Let's pretend I wrote this song. Let's pretend you like the people sitting to your right. Well, I'll be better in a week. I just need some more grunting, please. I can keep my mouth shut really, really tight. I'm chewing on this pen and spitting out the pieces of plastic accumulating in my mouth. My nervous tics and sleeplessness have kept me up for days. If these walls could talk, they probably would have nothing much to say. My neck hurts from always I slouch. I sleep on the futon and it doubles as a couch. The drums that beat to hell and they are all in disarray. If these walls could talk, they probably would have nothing much to say. If these walls could talk, they probably would have nothing much to say. If these walls could talk, then I would be surprised. Really. Hey, could somebody bring me some water, please? Anybody? Like, preferably... Oh, the volunteer man that gave me a thumbs up, he's gonna go get me some water. Let's hope he wasn't just using that as an excuse to leave his post. Fuck this, I'm out of here. He asked for water, keys to the kingdom. In the meantime, something else flashed into my mind about that song while I was singing it, but now it's gone. It wasn't important. None of these songs are important. I played Freebird yesterday, I won't be playing that today. Hang on, we're gonna wait till I get some water, and then we're gonna see what my vocal cords feel like they can hold down. Oh shit, my wife to the rescue yet again. Everybody, that's my beautiful wife, Nicole. Then she ducks into a corner. Oh, Cannonball? Cannibal? I can't play Cannibal. I can't play it. I need an entire fucking band to play that song. And you're married to one of them, so you know it's not bullshit. But we'll try something besides Cannibal. Something maybe, how about we limit the request to things by the recording act Marc With A C?
RetroLowFi.
RetroLowFi, you see me all the time. Maybe I'll come back to that. Monsters in My Pocket? Oh shit, that's an old song. This is from 2004. From an album called Bubblegum Romance. Actually, let me tell you a little something about it, because that's what we're doing here. You know my song Nerdy Girls? Have you heard that song before? Okay. So, Chris Zabriskie, who's been my drummer for a long time, he was like, Nerdy Girls is a surefire hit. Why don't you market it, and try to like make the hit of the summer out of it? And I went, I'm just not comfortable being known as the Nerdy Girls guy. So I went home and I did some homework and I said, listen, I'm going to write the hit of the summer. And this is around the time of Who Let the Dogs Out and stuff. So I'm like, I know, it's just got to have like that pounding chorus. And what I came up with was, I called him the next day and said, I've got it. I've got the hit of the summer. And he said, okay, what's it about? Because it's got to be universal. And I went, oh, this is universal. It's about a colony of brine shrimp that paint a rocket to look like a Honda Civic, and they fly out into outer space where international law no longer prevents them from all the brine shrimp fucking they want to do. And so, that was my idea of the hit of the summer, and I played it for Chris over the phone, and it went a little something like this. I made some sea monkeys, fried chicken, fried shrimp, just don't bite me. They're instrumental in nuclear physics, genetically altered seafood, she drinks better cornbread and black-eyed peas, chocolate charm and colored greens. They wanna be boiling up their masters, playing their anthem on a ghetto blaster in there. On the Civic paint, rocket a shrimp in there. On the Civic paint, rocket a shrimp. Now the shrimp are the world's harshest cynics. They boarded a rocket plane. They designed it to look like a Honda Civic and they covered it with paint. They painted it gold and they painted it green. The sea monkeys have taken flight. If they hadn't thought of it before me, I could have flown with them tonight. In there, on the Civic paint, rocket a shrimp. In there, on the Civic paint, rocket a shrimp. In there, on the Civic paint, rocket a shrimp. In there, on the Civic paint, rocket a shrimp. I'm a shrimp, and here's my shrimp guitar solo. All the girl shrimps are drinking beer. The boy shrimps try to catch their ears. There's 2 girls to every guy. So guess where they sleep at night? That's right there. On the Civic paint, rocket a shrimp. In there, on the Civic paint, rocket a shrimp. In there, on the Civic paint, rocket a shrimp. In there, on the Civic paint, rocket a shrimp. Here's one I heard over there. Join in if you know it. There's $5 in my pocket now. What can I do? I'll find the nearest thrift store and I'll start to peruse through their used records, all of those final memories. Well, they might be all scratched up, but they still sound good to me. Does it sound okay out there? Yeah. Now you might want the latest Eminem CD, but I'm gonna settle for King of Rock. by Run DMC. It'll run you $20 for some Avril Lavigne, but for $1 I'll take Tapestry by Carole King. I like music on records the best. Yeah, once you get the fever, it's a never-ending quest. I like music on vinyl the most. Let's go retro lo-fi from coast to coast. But it, whoa, oh. But it, whoa, oh. But it, whoa, oh. Now CDs can be convenient, you got me there, that's true. But it's not the way that I prefer to jam out to The Who. Take that live Nirvana record for instance, it even comes with an extra track as Kurt knew. Rock and roll sounds better on 12 inches of wax. And I like music on records the best. Yeah, once you get the fever, it's a never-ending quest. Ooh, I like music on vinyl the most. Let's go retro lo-fi from coast to coast. But it, whoa, oh. But it, whoa, oh. But it, whoa, oh. You say you don't have a record player? Well, whose fucking fault is that? Now that we have that out of the way. You say you don't have a record player. Well, whose fucking fault is that? I mean, they're everywhere. You can buy these things at Abercrombie and Fitch, for Christ's sake. They're everywhere. They don't cost that much. What's your problem? Do you not like fidelity? You say you don't have a record player. That's no excuse. Marc With A C just happens to know where you can find one of those pretty cheaply too. So if you're sitting at home and you're all alone and you've got that certain itch, don't forget the other kind of hard and black 12-inch. Cause I like music on vinyl the most. Once you get the fever, it's a never-ending quest. I like music on vinyl the most. Let's go retro lo-fi from coast to coast. Everybody now. But it, whoa, oh. But it, whoa, oh. But it, whoa, oh. One more time. But it, whoa, oh. But it, whoa, oh. Whoa, oh. Now, for the next portion of the show, I'd like to slow things down a little bit. Whoa, You guys are real sports. Thank you for putting up with that crap.
The audience is listening.
Are they? They are listening, but that's a very long track, and you come to see me all the time. Does anybody not from Orlando have a request? Not from Orlando.
Intruder.
Intruder? Fuck yeah. Well, technically you're not from Orlando. So. All right, okay. All right, well then you guys join in. Hey, what time is it before I play this song? I want to make sure I'm... 4:30. 6:20? Oh, cool. So I can go for like almost 20 more minutes? Fuck yeah! All right, we'll join in on this one too. Shit, I don't know how I'm going to keep this kind of good mood up for the rest of the time. I'm a miserable bastard. He's climbing in your windows, snatching your people up, trying to rape them. So y'all need to hide your kids, hide your wife, hide your kids, hide your wife, hide your kids, hide your wife, and hide your husband, cause they're raping everybody out here. You don't have to come and confess. We're looking for you, we gon' find you, we gon' find you, so you can run and tell that, run and tell that, run and tell that, homeboy, homeboy. We got your t-shirt, you left fingerprints and all, you are so dumb, you are really dumb, for real. The man got away, leaned behind evidence. I was attacked by some idiot in the project. So dumb, so dumb, so dumb, so he's climbing in your window, snatching your people up, trying to rape them. So y'all need to hide your kids, hide your wife, hide your kids, hide your wife, hide your kids, hide your wife, and hide your husband, cause they're raping everybody out here. You don't have to come and confess, we're looking for you. We gon' find you, we gon' find you, so you can run and tell that, run and tell that, run and tell that. Homeboy, homeboy. I'll take another request. Anyone? Redden floors? You must have missed when I said preferably by the recording act Marc With A C, because I mean I can make that song up, but that's not going to happen. We're not playing Show Me How to Shine Shoes. I'm sorry. There's a personal reason. I'll tell you later. No, I won't. Actually, it's very personal. There's victims involved and stuff. We can't play it. Can't do that. We're saving it for the holiday show. Oh, shit. I haven't played that in a long time. Let's see how that goes. You can find it in most meats. It's present in cans of beets. It's in the urine of your pets and in your laundry detergent. What is it? It's not zinc oxide, because we need ammonia apparently, because it's inside of you and me, and we don't want to walk around in clothes that are not clean. Ammonia is for everybody. Ammonia is for everybody. Now I'm not singing about zinc oxide, although it's very nice. If you think you can live without either, well, you better think twice. Without ammonia, you couldn't go outside. You couldn't steal a car. You couldn't beat your wife. We need ammonia, apparently, because it's inside of you and me. And we don't want to walk around in clothes that are not clean. Ammonia is for everybody. Ammonia is for everybody. Ammonia is for everybody. If the San Andreas Fault opened up real wide and all of California would have fall right inside, I would marry you one more time, so on Judgment Day you'd still be mine. If all of gravity just ceased to work and everything started to float upwards, I would marry you once again, just to love you where the air was thin. If your family decided to rebuke all of the sanctions they bestowed unto you, I would marry you times two, just to be the other half of you. Now if we end up in a nuclear round, I will reiterate my vows and marry you in the middle of town as bombs fell down. As bombs fell down. As bombs fell down. You can't play Ammonia without playing As the Bombs Fell. They go together like milk and ice water. If you're trying to make watered down milk. You see. On the farm I grew up on, that was a delicacy. You'd wake up at the crack of 2 p.m. and go, damn, those animals are hungry. I need something to fortify me. Crap, there's only a swallow of milk left. What should I add to it? And then you'd go to the well and you'd fucking use the crank and then you'd mix it together and you'd drink it and you'd be like, oh, this is disgusting, why did I do this? And in the meantime, all your animals have died. And that's why I became a musician. Because I'm terrible at taking care of farms. None of that's made up. Absolutely none of it. That's all true. That's all happened. All of it. What are you laughing about? That's my life story you are literally cackling at. We have farms in San Diego. Rancho Santa Fe, that was a real thing. The Heaven's Gate cult lived nearby. That's a story I'll have to tell off stage. That may be incriminating. My days as a farm boy. Huh. When I was a farm boy, to make money, I used to clean pools, but it was hard to clean pools. 'Cause all I thought to use was water, and the pools were already full of water. So everybody in a 5-mile radius of my house, that's how they got black bottom pools. I was a farm boy. I was a farm boy. I was a farm boy. All right, let's take a request for a real song, though. What did you say?
One hit wonder.
Oh shit, that is obscure. I'll see if I can do it. That's from an album called This World Is Scary as Fuck. And if I can remember it, I'll totally tell you the story of One Hit Wonder afterwards. Because it's way more entertaining than the song. Not that there's anything wrong with it, but let me make sure I can remember that shit. If I stumble a little bit, you'll have to excuse me. I literally haven't played this on stage since 2007. Big fan over there, if you know that song. Jesus. You know my records better than I do. So maybe if I forget a line, you can help me out with it? Can I put you on the spot just like you've done me? Alright. 6 guesses to what this song's about. Everyone I know stumbles on a song, and they love their songs. Hell, I love their songs. Hit after hit, and tap for a tit, but it seems that I've been getting it wrong. Now some guys are happy to hit and run, but I don't think that'd be much fun. I'd rather turn you into all the records I should have made. I don't ever wanna be your one-hit wonder. Honey, would you be my greatest hit? If I sold this song, I'd be pimping you out. Be my inspiration, darling, be my box set. There it is, we got it. Now I wrote my first song at the age of 14. I didn't touch that instrument again for a year, but I picked it back up when I thought I knew how to use it, hoping my words could nibble her ear. But I couldn't get her to sing along, and I learned that you can't force a song. It's like writing wedding vows for a prostitute. Not that there's anything wrong with prostitution, just wanted to say. 'Cause I don't ever wanna be your one-hit wonder. Honey, would you be my greatest hit? If I sold this song, I'd be pimping you out. Be my inspiration, darling, be my box set. That's not distracting. You know, they've been moving stuff out through the entirety of this set, and I keep getting flashes of Goodfellas, where they show the restaurant operating like normal, but people are laundering shit through the back. And I'm starting to wonder, is Orlando Nerd Fest just some racketeering shit that Chozo came up with? Good thing this wasn't being recorded. I wrote a million tunes like I was practicing, so I could get them all right for you. I need somebody to be my capo and keep me in tune. Yeah, you won't have to do much, just be yourself, and we'll move into the Brill building, and we'll audition our songs, and we'll let the neighbors watch. 'Cause I don't ever wanna be your one one-hit wonder. Honey, would you be my greatest hit? If I sold this song, I'd be pimping you out. Be my inspiration, darling, I don't ever wanna be your one-hit wonder. Would you be my greatest hit? If I sold this song, I'd be pimping you out. Be my inspiration, darling, be my box set. Alright, so after I'm done here, there's going to be a Benjamin Briggs secret dance party up in this piece. Is anybody excited for the Benjamin Briggs secret dance party? I'm clearly getting everyone warmed up for the secret dance party. You're merely resting your legs so you can boogaloo the fucking night away, sitting on the ground. So I'd like to take one more request before I finish this in a good fashion. I'd like it to be relatively upbeat, if that's possible, as upbeat as I can make it. But I want to remind you, because I've only said it like 16 fucking times this weekend, there are records and CDs of my bullshit on sale in that room over there where all the big loud noises are happening, where RPG Unit like ripped the fucking place to shreds today. Seriously, did you see the RPG set? Holy Christ, right? Anyways. So there are records and CDs and t-shirts and buttons, and there's albums by my other band, Claire and the Potatoes. Well, there's one album by my other band, Claire and the Potatoes. All the Claire and the Potatoes fans are clapping. Thank you to all 6 of you. Oh shit, there's more! Great! We're somebody now. Leslie, we should start a band. Alright, so one more upbeat request now that I've shilled my merchandise, and then I'll play my closing tune, and I thank you very much. What do you guys want to hear?
Bounce, bounce, bounce. Bounce, bounce, bounce.
I'm hearing a lot for bounce, bounce, bounce. Is that the general consensus of the room, that it should be bounce, bounce, bounce? Okay, I've got to set this up. I've turned down so many requests today. One for Show Me How to Shine Shoes because, well, I normally do it with Lando and we weren't really prepared to do that, and I don't remember the words. I haven't done it in like a year and a half. One I turned down for Cannibal because I don't fucking remember it, and I didn't even write half of it, so, you know, you can't blame me for that. I know, like, no, I don't. I thought... something like that. So you heard part of Cannibal. But I don't play Bounce, Bounce, Bounce anymore because I wrote it about my daughter when she was 4 years old. She was this little and she would jump up and down on the bed, and I wrote a song about how much joy that brought me, and now she's 14, and as many of you saw yesterday, she now has breasts. So the last thing I want to remind any of you of is the song Bounce, 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 because then I have to hurt you and do the parent thing. So, this is not the farewell performance of Bounce, Bounce, Bounce or anything. It's just why I rarely perform it. But you guys are so fucking cool, I'm going to play Bounce, Bounce, Bounce just for you. Oh, that girl just loves Winnie the Pooh. And one time that girl threw up on my shoe. She thinks that the moon is shaped just like an apple, but when you try to lay her down to take a nap, well, as soon as you remove her socks, she don't want to sleep, she don't want to talk, she wants to bounce, 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 just like Tigger, just like Mickey Mouse. She wants to bounce, 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 bounce. If you make her stop, well, she's just gonna sit and pout. You know, she's got an old school popple sitting in her bedroom. When she eats pizza, yeah, she does it with a spoon. And she's my best friend, I'm her biggest fan. If she's happy and she knows it, she'll always clap her hands. As soon as you lay her down to sleep, she cannot resist taking that leap. She wants to bounce, 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 bounce. Not like the Wicked Witch, not like Oscar the Grouch. She wants to bounce, 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 bounce. If you make her stop, well, she's just gonna sit and pout. This is the emotional breakdown. When she says I love you, she does it in sign language. Now she's 14 years old and you're feeling really fucking old too. When she's around, just try and be sad. The only reason I haven't shot myself is to be her dad and watch her bounce, 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 bounce. Just like Tigger, just like me now. She wants to bounce, 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 bounce. If you make her stop, well, she's just gonna sit and pout. Yeah! Hey, listen, sound gentlemen, can I do 2 more though that are short? 2, is that okay? Alright, listen, I want to do a special treat for you guys, alright? I want to perform a song for you that I have not performed on stage since 2003. This is the deepest of the deep cuts possible.
Technology.
It is not technology.
Magazines.
It is not magazines. Shut the fuck up, I'll tell you what it is. My second record was called Bubblegum Romance. That song was on it. There was a version of Bubblegum Romance that we recorded and never released. I'm going to tell all of the people in this room, the spoiler, that original aborted version of Bubblegum Romance is going to come out as a pre-order for the Bubblegum Romance 10th anniversary vinyl that will be coming out soon, which I'll announce shortly. But there was a couple songs on that aborted version that never made it to Bubblegum Romance. And I want to play you one of them right now. At the time, there was a girl in my life named Liana. I was trying to impress Liana. I wanted to write a song with her name in it. There are a dearth of fucking words that rhyme with Liana, so I had my work cut out for me. This is what I ended up with. Don't judge me. It was 2003, and I was trying to get laid. Sponge made a record called Rotting Pinata. It's cool but not as cool as this girl named Liana. I'd like to take her out for breakfast mañana, but she's so far away, I still want Liana. Not anymore, I'm married. I just thought I needed to make that clear before we went any further. I'm speaking in past tense using present tense, but this was my attitude then. We clear? Alright, nobody doing any of those fucking tweets. Marc With A C is having an affair with a girl named Liana. Don't fucking take that to Nerdcore Drama and revive that fucking site or something. Alright. Alright, let's get back to the song. Maybe we could jam out to some old school Nirvana. I got a heart-shaped box in bloom for a girl like Liana. I'm not a composer, but here's my cantata. I wish I could do better to impress Liana. Liana, take this tiara. Now you're the queen of my fantasy file. Domo arigato, Mr. Roboto. I haven't felt this way in such a while. The police made a record called Zenyatta Mondata. It's a little bit outdated, so is Mrs. Liana. If I were rich, I'd buy her a Mazda Miata. And that's a pretty shitty car, but hell, it rhymes with Liana. Liana, take this tiara. Now you're the queen of my fantasy file. Domo arigato, Mr. Robota. I haven't felt this way in such a while. I'm telling you, y'all can't believe all of this propaganda. The few girls compare to the lovely Liana. She's far away, but not as far away as Uganda. It's still too far away for a girl like Liana. Thank you so much. I've been Marc With A C. This will be my last tune for the evening. And if you're feeling like a pal, help me out, eh? Because I think this is a good way. We're not done with Orlando Nerd Fest, but you can consider this the unofficial prequel to the conclusion, okay? Because it's all downhill from here. Thank you all so much, seriously, and thank you for supporting what I do for all these years. Right now, I'm just happy to be alive. When I went to bed, my wife said goodnight. I woke up this morning with a puppy by my side, and I deduce I could complain, but I don't have the right. 'Cause right now I'm just happy to be alive. I look at all the things I own that I don't ever use. I look at my family and what I put them through, and I would like to take the time out to apologize. But right now I'm just happy to be alive. 'Cause I got all my fingers on my toes, my body's full of H2O. I'm 36 and some of my hair is falling out. That's great, but I'm not saying that I'm perfect. I got lots of room to grow. I don't mean to sound holier than thou, but I play songs to one town and I hardly venture out. Some people sing the words back to me almost twice as loud, and sometimes I'm embarrassed by my songwriting archive. But right now I'm just happy to be alive. 'Cause I got all my fingers on my toes, my body's full of H2O. I'm 36 and some of my hair is falling out. But I'm not saying that I'm perfect. I got lots of room to grow. I don't mean to sound holier than thou. Once I spent an unexpected night inside a jail, and it was hard to spend that night not checking my email. So I lit up a cigarette and I waved those cops goodbye. And right then I was happy to be alive. 3 more times. Right now I'm just happy to be alive. 2 more times. Right now I'm just happy to be alive. Just you go. Right now I'm just happy to be alive. Thank you guys. I've been Marc With A C. Benjamin Briggs' dance party is up next. Thank you so very, very, very much from the bottom of my heart. It's been fantastic singing for you and knowing you. Good night, everybody.